Tourism Pathshala, it will transform your dream into reality.
Good afternoon, my dear student. This is our financial management series. Today, we are going to learn the important topic of financial management from the leverage. So first of all, we have to understand what is leverage. And leverage is the financial management use of the borrowed capital. It's a very important word in the case of financial management. In the case of leverage, we use the borrowed capital to increase the potential return on investment or operational capacity. We use the potential return. It's a very important point. The potential to give the potential return to the investor. This is very, very important. Okay, by using the fixed cost fund, company aim to magnifying shareholder return. Shareholder return means RO by EPS. ROE by EPS means ROE means return on investment. ROI by EPS, return on investment by EPS. EPS means earning per share. But risk amplifying, magnifying shareholder return means accelerating investment gain. And the investment failed to outperform the cost of debt. Due to cost of debt, the investment failed to outperform. The risks can be increased, risks will be amplified. So this is the fundamental conception of the leverage. Now the question is the different types of leverage. The operating leverage, financial leverage, and combined leverage. What is operating leverage? Operating leverage relates to companies' fixed operating costs. In the case of operating leverage, we use the operating cost, rent, depreciation, this is the operating cost, compared to the variable cost. High degree of operating leverage means a small change to the sales lead to the large change in the operating profit. What is EBIT? Operating profit means EBIT. EBIT means earning before interest expense. What is the formula of the operating leverage? Contribution by EBIT means percentage change in EBIT by percentage change in sales. Next important type of leverage is the financial leverage. Operating leverage involves the operating cost. Financial leverage is the fixed charge of debt. Debt capital means loan bond in the capital structure to boost the earning per share EPS. This is the formula EBIT by EBT, earning before interest tax, by EBT. It's an important area. And change in EPS, changes in EPS, the changes in EBIT. Maybe this should be EBIT earning interest tax by EBT, earning before tax, earning before interest tax by earning before tax, or changing the EPS by changing the EBIT. What is the combined leverage? Combined leverage is the total mix, combination of operating and financial leverage. This is the formula operating leverage into financial leverage or contribution by EBT means earning before interest and tax. Before tax. So these are the combined leverage. So these are the different types of leverage. This is the concept of leverage, leverage conception, types of leverage, operating, financial, and combined leverage. Now we are going to next important area that is called the summary of the differences. This is the summary of the differences. The summary of the difference operating leverage leverage type operating leverage the focus on sales to EBIT. earning before interest and tax, operating leverage risk type with the business risk, and primary driver of operating leverage with the fixed operating cost. What is the financial leverage? Financial leverage, the main focus PBIT 2 earning before interest tax with earning per share. Risk type is the financial risk and financial leverage primary driver the fixed financial cost. Fixed financial cost means the debt. Combined leverage main focus sells to EPS. Risk type is the total rates and primary driver both fixed operating and financial. Fixed operating cost and financial cost. Both. What are the key combination of the financial leverage? Key consideration. The key consideration of financial leverage, key consideration is a favorable leverage. Occurs when the return on investment ROI exceeds, so very important, ROI exceed return on investment exceed the interest rate on debt, increasing the equity. This is a favorable situation. What is the unfavorable situation? Unfavorable leverage occurs when return on investment is lower than the cost of debt, reducing shareholder value. That is the unfavorable leverage. The risk factor, high leverage increase financial risk. These are the very important area, important consideration of the leverage. Next important thing, the business rates. What is the business? The business is use of leverage. The case of expansion, funding. Suppose funding new project or acquisition of without diluting existing equity ownership. So funding and acquisition of the new project, that is the expansion, we use the business, we use the leverage. In the case of growth, maximizing the purchasing power to acquire assets, we use the leverage. And taxation. The interest payment on debt are generally tax deductible. Conclusion, the leverage is a double-edged sword. It is a very important double-edged sword on gain and risk. Both factors have been involved. While it can significantly amplify gain when investment performance is good. And it is also heightened risk of the failure during the economic downturn. So these are the entire conception of the leverage type of leverage. What we have learned? We have learned the leverage, concept of leverage, type of leverage, operating leverage, financial leverage, combined leverage. Next, we learned the comparative study between three leverage, operating, financial, and combined leverage. And we also studied the key consideration of leverage, favorable, unfavorable, risk factor. And finally, we learned the business use of leverage, where we use in the case of businesses, use of leverage. These are the important topic of leverage. And again, I want to give the important information by the student who have decided to join, who has decided to appear in the December 2026 exam, June 2026 exam for ETC NEET in GRM in Tourism Travel Management. You can join my course. I have already started the personal training, personal guidance, and private tuitions. So if you have interest, you may contact with me through my person.